In this video, I'm going to give you 4 steps on how you can have epic growth this year. There's an old saying that goes,
"The day you stop growing is the day you start dying."
Now maybe you feel like you are stuck in life. You're no longer growing. You don't know what to do. You've tried many things. Don't worry, because I'm going to show you today in 4 easy ways how you can start growing again. And it's these 4 easy words: know, plan, invest, activate. So let's get into it. Number 1, know where you need to grow. Growth cannot be treated as a generality. You cannot just think about growth as a general thing, like an overall growth, like I need to grow in every area, because you don't need to grow in every area. If you do need to grow in every area, then you've got a lot of work to do. You probably should get started right now. But most of us, we need to grow in specific areas of weaknesses, areas where we struggle, areas maybe that we need a skill or a development in a certain area so that we can be equipped or become better in a specific thing for a specific reason. Now here's the catch. If you don't know what you don't know, then you don't know where you should start to know so that you know what to change. So the first thing that you need to do is to know what you don't know so that you can know what you need to know in order to start growing in that area. How do you do this? Number 1, you can ask for advice. You can ask your friends or family or somebody that you trust, where do they think you need to grow? You can look at areas that frustrate you, maybe things in your life, maybe it's your body, maybe it's your weight, maybe it is your communication skills, or maybe it is your bank account that's frustrating you. Look at the areas where you see frustration, and that's normally areas not where other people need to grow, but where you need to grow or I need to grow. You can also look for areas that you obviously need to grow in. Maybe areas that you can see that are not well developed in your life, a certain skill, or maybe your body is lacking growth, or maybe your communication skills, or maybe your relationship skills, or maybe your financial skills. Just look at the things that are obvious and then start working on them and take note of the areas that you need to grow in. Then number 2, plan. Plan your growth. Like I mentioned in the previous video, it is important that you have a game plan. You need to have a vision for your growth and know where it is you're going to grow and how you're going to grow in those areas. So sit down, write down the things in the areas you need to grow in, and then have a plan, a game plan that you can action and work on so that you know the steps you need to take in order to grow. Don't just let it be. Don't just, I need to grow in this area. Oh, I need to get into shape. How are you going to do that? Well, I don't know. I need to get in shape. Oh, okay. That's not going to change anything. We said goals do not change lives, right? Actionable game plans change lives. A vision changes lives. And so you need to have a plan. Sit down, think about how you're going to do this. Think about the things that you need to do every day. What steps do you need to take first? Where do you need to go? Who do you need to speak to? Think about the practicality of the plan. Make it a reality in your life so that you know not just where you need to grow in what area, but also how you can start doing it immediately. Then number 3, invest. Invest in your personal growth. Do not be stingy when it comes to the quality of your growth. Buy those books. Spend the money that you need to spend in order to grow and develop yourself. If you do not take care of yourself, you cannot take care of other people. If you do not grow, guess what? You will not be able to help other people to grow. You'll not be able to support others or to help others to grow or to train them or to develop them if you yourself have not invested in your own life. And so it is important that you take the time, take the money, take the resources that are required to invest in your personal growth. Don't just dream about it. Put your money where your mouth is, right? Put your money where your dream is, and put your money where your plan is. Spend what you need to spend. Spend the time that you need to spend in gathering resources, reading, listening to podcasts, listening to YouTube videos like this one, listening to an audiobook, but invest the time, invest the money, and make sure that you are accountable to your investments. Don't just think about growth, take action, which is the very next point in the next section. And so now we get to point number 4, the last point, which is activate. Activate your growth. How do we activate our growth? But we actually participate and practice the things that you are learning. Investment means nothing if you do not take the time and the energy and the effort to practice the things that you are learning. It is good to read a book, but guess what? If you don't take notes and if you don't plan to actually live out and practice the things that you've read in the book, then that book was a waste of time. So you need to activate, you need to take action. Think about the things that you can start doing immediately. Plan to take action in your life. Do not just sit and wait for things to happen. Invest and then action those things that you have learned. Practice the things that you are learning and learn from the things that you are practicing, and you will start to see the growth. Now, maybe you will not see change immediately, or normally there is an initial change and then there is a little season of kind of like nothing obviously happening, but keep working on it. Keep doing the things that you need to do, and you'll see that there will be growth coming in your life very soon. But take action. Don't wait for somebody else to do it. You start doing it immediately. It's very important that you do not allow yourself to be controlled by fear. Don't think about what you can't do. Think about what you one day you will be able to do. You must be willing to become the fool now so that one day you can be the master. And so don't think about the failure. Yes, they will mock you probably. Keep going. Yes, you will fail, most likely, most definitely, many times. Keep going. And yes, sometimes you will be disappointed in yourself, but keep going. Keep actioning and practicing and trying and learning and going forward in the things that you are investing in, and you will see growth. Remember that everybody had to start somewhere. So if you are serious about your growth, then remember these 4 points and practice them. Know, plan, invest, and activate. If you do these things, I promise you that you will start to see growth in your life very soon. Thank you so much for listening and watching this video. Let me know in the comments if you tried these steps and if they worked for you, and what area you are planning to grow in this year. And if you have any extra tips that you think others can benefit from, please leave them down in the comments and I'll definitely be reading them. Until the next one, goodbye. Please let me know in the comments if it's not happening.